This module will introduce the concept of a spaghetti diagram. By the end of this module, learners will be able to define a spaghetti diagram and its importance, define and explain key elements of a spaghetti diagram, discuss examples of a spaghetti diagram, and understand the do's and don'ts of a spaghetti diagram. A spaghetti diagram enhances your team's understanding of the current process. It allows you to see a visual flow of the process and identify areas for improvement. A spaghetti diagram is a visual representation that documents the basic flow of people, paper, or products. You begin with a layout of the space where the flow or process takes place. You then record the actual flow lines using pencil and paper to draw on the space layout. When all of the flow lines are recorded, they tend to resemble spaghetti, hence the term spaghetti diagram. A spaghetti diagram allows you to see wasteful movement and identify ways to reduce steps taken or lessen the number of steps in a flow. This can include combining or reducing steps in a process, moving equipment to a more central location, and even moving room layouts when able. Let's look at this example spaghetti diagram. The diagram walks you through the current process, the before, of making a pizza, and allows you to visually see the flow. Step 1. The cook takes the ticket from the service area to the prep area. Step 2. Then leaves the prep area and goes to the dough station. Step 3. Then retrieves the dough and returns to the prep area. Step 4. Leaves the dough on the counter and walks to the fridge. Step 5. Returns to the prep area and adds the pizza toppings. Step 6. Then places the completed pizza in the oven to bake. Step 7. Once the pizza is done, the cook gets pizza from the oven and returns to the prep area to plate the pizza. Step 8. Then leaves the prep area and takes the pizza to the service area for customer delivery. You can see each step that is traced, and this creates the spaghetti diagram. When looking at the mapped flow, you can easily see that the current process consists of inefficiencies, such as backtracking, unnecessary steps, and an inefficient layout. The next step is to brainstorm and prioritize your improvement ideas to make the entire process more efficient. When possible, redesigning the process layout can help with flow efficiency. Here are some tips for layout design to improve the flow. Keep a continuous flow concept as a focus when designing a new layout. Make physical location of workstations and/or equipment correspond to work sequence. Identify facility constraints, electrical outlets, etc., and determine which staff need access to which equipment. This could be placing copiers or fax machines near workers who use it the most. Some additional tips are that U-shaped or C-shaped, aka cellular designs, are often most efficient and lean. The cellular design specifically eliminates waste by allowing the work cell to be laid out in a reasonably small floor plan and allows for work production to be seen, which makes it easier to detect problems. Make sure to test the layout designs to make sure they're working. Establish pre- and post measurements to document flow improvements. And do not create a layout that cannot be changed. Now let's revisit the pizza place example, and this time apply the U-shaped design to the process, the after. First, the pizza order is generated. Then the cook gets the dough. He then preps the pizza, coats it with oil, adds sauce, and adds toppings, etc. Then he bakes the pizza. Then he boxes or plates the pizza. And last but not least, he delivers it to the customer. The process is now reduced to 6 workstations and 6 processing steps in a choreographed motion, thus improving flow with no backtracking. The spaghetti diagram makes the impact of the improved flow easy to see. This side-by-side comparison of the before and after spaghetti diagram allows you to easily see the more efficient flow in making a pizza. Now let's try it. Where could you apply a spaghetti diagram to your work? Think of a current process you can walk through and visually document the flow to identify areas for improvement. I encourage you to use the provided link below to check out the Quality Improvement Step-by-Step Guide for links to the spaghetti diagram before and after example featured in this module, and the animated visual, as well as templates for this exercise. If you need additional assistance, please contact us at info@improvepartners.org for a consultation. Thanks for listening.